What's going on? My name is Dustin Smith, better known as Bones, and welcome to BonesyTV, where today we're taking a look back on a trip I made to visit Charles Partridge with Cooper Goalie to try on some awesome vintage gear.
Didn't come here to do modern stuff.
No. And skate on this incredible outdoor rink. So let's get into it. So this was a really fun trip for me. You know, I got to fly in and visit Charles Partridge and check out his incredible collection of vintage goalie gear down in his goalie cave. And I was honestly so blown away by this setup that I didn't even get enough shots of his awesome collection. So had to get him to send me some clips of his cave, and man, just look how awesome this entire setup is. For those of you who don't know who Charles Partridge is, he runs the YouTube account Cooper Goalie, and as you can tell, he is a huge collector of vintage goalie gear, but more specifically, Cooper goalie gear. He's super passionate about the gear, and he's one of the reasons why I started playing in vintage gear altogether. So definitely go check out his channel, see all the awesome gear that he has, and watch him play in all this awesome stuff. But this trip ended up being a pretty special one for me because, you know, I got to check out his awesome collection, but we also had the opportunity to basically go shopping through his collection to pick out gear for this little pickup game that we ended up playing on this incredible outdoor rink that he plays at.
Well, I like that it's literally set up like a store. Like you come in here and like you said, you just go shopping.
Yeah, and I try to keep era appropriate stuff together, like gloves.
But I just had a lot of fun walking around and picking out different gear that I wanted to try out. And you know, he would get excited too, picking out other pieces, and we pieced together what ended up being an incredible setup. The whole thing started with picking out the jersey, and after going through a handful of different ones, we ended up landing on this super awesome old school North Stars jersey.
So we're going North Stars, aren't we?
Yeah, go North Stars?
Yeah. The numero uno.
But from there, it was a pretty easy choice picking out the pads.
Oh, the green.
I mean, the green pads would be pretty sweet. I would not be opposed to wearing the green pads.
You could do North Stars with the green pads.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, either one of those two would work good with the greenies, and those are 34-inch.
Yeah,
pads.
those are awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to try those out.
Honestly, I haven't even wore them in like 2 years probably.
Really?
Well, sometimes I get confused about what I have and haven't worn, so there's a lot to pick from.
A while back, Charles had come to visit Nashville, and he actually brought these green leather pads for me to check out. And I remember being super excited about those. So after picking out a green jersey, I was super excited for the opportunity to try out these awesome old Cooper green pads.
The greenies.
Yeah, I'm excited about those. These green Cooper GP95 XLs were from 84, 85. They're stuffed with deer hair. And this was the first year of the thicker, deeper shaped pads, so the leg sits a little deeper in the leg channel than it did in previous models. But the other great thing about these pads is that they were a little bit taller, so they actually ended up fitting me great. And then after picking out the pads, we ended up picking out the helmet, and I had wanted to try an SK600 before, so this was another great opportunity for me to try this helmet out, and it just so happened.
Could go yellow, sport gold bucket. Either way.
Oh, dude,
and we can change the cages out.
No.
Oh, there you go. That one's...
That's the one.
All right. What foam does that one have? Yeah, that's the good one.
But as things were shaping up with the pads and the helmet, everything was kind of sitting around that mid-80s era. So going into the gloves, we also wanted to keep things in the same era. So we ended up finding some gloves that matched perfect with this entire set.
I would stay away from that one because it's too new.
That's
it doesn't close.
I do like the cuff on here.
Yep, that's the later version, but still 80s. So. Oh, that one's too new.
Brand new too.
It's too new.
Say,
you can't even use it. Yeah, that's a problem for that one. That's a leather 31. I wait till you pick the glove because that's when we pick the blocker that matches the tone of the leather.
Let's go with this.
31.
Oh, would you
How
look
does
at
that darkness look under the light? There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
See, I'm going to use this one because then if you win, you have a cheater, and I don't. And I.
Well, he kind of cheated with the cheater on his glove.
I mean, he did have a cheater.
And then last but not least, we went shopping around for a chest protector and pants. And I think when it comes to picking out a chest protector, it's kind of tough with the vintage gear because, you know, obviously you want that protection that you're used to getting from modern gear, but you know, chest protectors back in the day didn't really offer that much protection. But Charles had this awesome Glenn Miller chest protector from 1988, which is the year that I was born, which, you know, kind of blows me away, mostly because this chest protector really reminded me a lot of a modern chest protector. You know, kind of had a similar shape, a lot of similar pieces that a lot of modern chest protectors use today.
You know, you could wear the Glenn Miller chest protector. Ooh. You will be well protected. It is a tank. Free to make.
Oh, that feels
as long
good.
as you can get your wrists into the gloves, that's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that'll work.
Nice.
That's exciting.
That is a tank of a chest protector.
It feels like a
telling you.
tank of a chest protector.
And then finish things off with the pants. We ended up going with these really cool Windwell pants, and it really just completely tied this entire setup together. And I was super pumped to get out and check out this outdoor rink, but also get on the ice, throw my Lang skates on, and really get this full vintage outdoor experience. But after getting dressed, kicking off the outdoor experience, it really kind of started with clearing off the ice. You know, playing outdoors, the ice is exposed to the elements, and we ended up having to grab some shovels and clearing off the snow. But after we got the ice all cleared up, I had an opportunity to kind of skate around and get a feel for this gear before we jumped into our pickup game. Of course, the pads were a little heavy, and I'm still kind of getting used to those Lang skates, but after a couple reps, I was starting to kind of get a feel for it. It did take me a little while to get used to the pads and everything like that, but after I got a couple kick saves under the belt and, you know, started skating around and stuff like that, finally started to get a little comfortable and ended up having a total blast jumping into this little pickup game. I was also really impressed with this chest protector. I mean, it was very protective, it was comfortable, I felt like I was able to move really well, and the fact that it was a chest protector from the 80s just kind of completely blew my mind. But overall, it was an incredible experience, not only just trying out the vintage gear, but being able to jump on this really cool outdoor rink, which is something that I obviously don't get a chance to do here in Nashville. So that being said, I do want to give a huge thanks to everyone out there at the rink for letting me jump out there and enjoy a fun pickup game on an awesome outdoor rink. And of course, I have to thank Charles Partridge for allowing me to come visit him and try out this incredible vintage gear. But let me know what you thought about this entire setup in the comments below. I mean, personally, I was really impressed with the look of the whole thing and how it felt. I really liked the SK600 and the overall shape of the helmet. And you know, you really can't beat a North Star's setup like that. I mean, with the green pads and everything too. So I had a ton of fun on this trip. I hope you had fun watching this video, but that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and as always, we'll see you around.